Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we have week 4 of the official iRacing V8 Supercar Series Friday night European Strength of Field race. In the booth with me tonight is Mr. Pete Bingham. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Big welcome back to Mr. Bill Switzer. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde. Thank you very much, and glad to be back.
Doing all the magic in the background is Mr. Sam Boozin. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde, Bill, Pete, and everyone on the stream.
So, Pete, I know you've been having a few practice laps around here. A track we also visited on Wednesday night with the GT4 TCR series. It's a bit of a tricky track, not easy to overtake on, but how did you get on with your practice session? Or should I have not asked that question?
So, I'll say this, it's not getting any grippier for this car. I was at least 3 seconds slower than everybody else. I only did about 4 laps. On the 3rd lap, I got quite a lot more grip, but the talent was still missing. There's not many places to overtake here. It's a follow my leader track until you get onto the bit that Jesse is going through at the moment. So overtaking is very much the same as it was for the GT4s. Put your car in an awkward situation for somebody else and push them wide.
Yeah, that does seem to be the tactic, doesn't it? And Bill, is this a track that you enjoy, or one of those tracks you prefer to avoid?
Well, I like half the track. The other half I don't like too much. But it's an interesting track. It's a very challenging track. Got a mixture of all the stuff that we all like. So I got to say it's a positive note, and I think it's a good test for these cars. It's a good track for the V8.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. We're currently in the qualifying session, so the drivers get 8 minutes to do 2 qualifying laps. We've got a fairly cool track tonight, Pete, 71 degrees Fahrenheit. That should help with the grip a little bit.
It will do after about the 3rd lap. It'll mean that they'll have quite a lot of grip throughout. One thing I've noticed is, of late with the tyre model, it doesn't drop off like it was doing. They've adjusted it so that it does have a drop off, but it doesn't go off a cliff like it was doing. It very much stabilises. If you do cook them though, if you cook your tyres, it takes 2 laps to get anything decent back into them. I've just seen Marco Lowett. I thought he was not racing tonight, so it's good to see him.
Yeah, just see him, and I've seen Corey Preston is back.
Right.
Bill, my inside information today, it's a 38-lap race, and the earliest you can stop is lap 11. Now, we've seen what we've been calling the Nemela effect, with people pitting early, getting the undercut, and gaining many seconds. But if we get anybody pitting on lap 11 tonight, they're going to have to do 27 laps on that second stint. What's your thoughts on that, Bill? Do you think we'll still get people lapping at the pitting at the earliest opportunity, or are we looking more like somewhere between lap 16 and 19?
I would say you're probably correct. However, I'm sure there'll be people that'll try it, because up till now it seems to have worked very well. And I know Pete's a big proponent of it, and it has worked out very well so far. But I don't know, 27 laps is a long way to go on one of these puppies, so I'm not quite sure. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and you don't use as much fuel around here, don't forget.
That's very true. Very true.
This is a coasting track. You coast around corners and you trail brake through, particularly these S's. So I don't think the splash and dash is going to be such a massive effect. I thought he was going wide then.
Yeah, so did I. So just looking through, at the moment we've got Corey Preston sitting on provisional pole. Aaron Dodd second. Jeremy Rogers, is that a driver we've seen before?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's been in before.
We've definitely got some new drivers. So currently in 8th, we've got Johan Forey.
We'll go with Forey.
Yeah.
We're terrible at this, people. So
yeah, usual apology. Sorry. Yeah. We've got another one of our teammates, Gary Croft, making his first appearance. Currently sitting in 9th. Going through. Sorry, I do apologise. Our teammate Gary Craig. I always get them two muddled up. He's currently 18th. Who else have we got in there that's new? Ethan. I'll let you go. I'll let you get that one wrong, Pete.
Stuckwish.
Yeah, well, we'll have some of that.
Hey, I'm brave. And Chris Crowder. I've not seen him before.
Yeah, I've not seen that name either.
He's going to have to be Triple C, I think. Because his name is Chris C. Crowder. That just lends itself.
Yeah, so yet again, good to see some new drivers taking part. We've got a grid of, we're supposed to have 28 drivers at the moment. So there's 28 that have set a time. Good to see Corey back. We know he's a quick driver. And Aaron gave him a good run for his money. I don't know if that was last week or the week before. So I'm not sure if there's still anybody on track, Pete.
No, there's not. And the last second is about to tick over of that qualifying session. That session's run checkered now. Tony, not as high up the standings as I expected him to be, or Nicole, to be honest.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
I'm going to run through these if that's all right.
Go for it.
So going off pole will be Corey Preston. Aaron Dodd will go off second. Jeremy Rogers in third. Nicole Foggy in fourth. Wayne Sanderson will take the 5th place. Tony Klusterman in 6th. Steve LaValle in 7th. Johan Forey in 8th. Gary Croft in 9th. Kevin Honorato in 10th. Nikolai Bogatyrov in 11th. Marco Lowert in 12th. Ant Woodward in 13th. Adam Wright in 14th. Marcus Bletz in 15th. 16th will be Andrew Hoffman, big chair. Kevin Duell in 17th. Gary Craig in 18th, another big chair. Dean Flavel in 19th. Alexandru Negu in 20th. Miro Hrasky in 21st. 22nd will be Jean-Philippe Chevalier. James Murphy in 23rd. Jesse Stevens in 24th. Shane V. Powell in 25th. Alistair Walker in 26th. Ethan Stuckwish in 27th, and lastly, Triple C, Chris C. Crowder. Where is Mike?
Mike didn't get in.
Ah.
He must have tried to join a fraction too late.
Yeah.
So we are gridding. We are waiting for the lights. There's the lights. The engine note will rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are green. There's a lot of movement in the background. I've just seen a touch from somebody.
Oh, somebody going backwards down the, not the pit wall, the wall opposite.
Didn't quite see who that was.
No. Nicole Foggy's made his way forwards quite efficiently there. Wayne Sanderson was trying to follow through that move, and he's done it. Tony's...
I believe that was Johan Forey. Sorry, Pete.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
that was a bit of a door bang, I think. And he's going to get pushed out wide here because Tony's going to be through that gap.
Yeah, just watch that paint scheme. That's my favourite.
Which one was that?
Vegas Golden Knights. Sat here with my t-shirt on. Yeah, and Johan Forey has disconnected. So.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there, but I'm sure we'll be able to have a look once we get the initial madness out of the way.
Yeah, I think Dean Flavel's had an issue as well. I think he's in the pits.
Yeah, Nicole Foggy is already up to 2nd, I believe.
Yeah, that's Andrew Hoffman.
Andrew Hoffman.
Taking your line. Oh, there's cars everywhere at the minute. That's Corey Preston.
Oh,
no.
That's Triple C.
It is. That's a shame. That looked like Corey Preston that turned it, but I don't think it was.
No.
Who's car 24?
That is.
No, it wasn't car 24.
No, it wasn't Andrew Hoffman.
I failed to know who that was. That was Gary Craig in a very stylish looking car just then. Kevin Honorato in one of my favourite paint schemes, doing very well so far. 8th place, up 2. And then a Simability train behind him.
Yeah, battles all over the place at the moment. So Gary Croft and Woodward teammates.
And here's a pass potentially for the lead, although that's the long way round. But if he can hold it on the first of these S's, he'll have the racing line.
Braking later.
Oh, Corey had to get out the gas there in order to make the second part of that turn. And that is a change for the lead. So is Foggy going to nap off down the road now?
I think, I'm not 100% sure, but we might be able to ask him if he comes for an interview afterwards. I think Corey may have let off there rather than risk a netcode incident.
Oh, right, okay.
I've heard a few of these guys, talking about when the Aussies and the New Zealanders race on the European servers and vice versa. They do try and give each other a little bit extra room just to try and not get those netcode problems.
Yeah, just for anybody viewing for the first time, netcode is where your ping sends signals to the iRacing service at different speeds, and it sometimes gets the calculation a little bit wrong and thinks the car is further up the track or back from the track than it is, leading to an incident where the cars look like they're 3 feet apart. Here we go, slow off the line. Oh, and a lot of banging and buffeting. That was Johan Fourie. And is that your favourite paint scheme on the road?
Oh, it's one of those replays that I can't see, unfortunately.
Oh, right, never mind. I think that was Marco Lowett who was in the wall. So we're back live now.
So there's a little bit of damage on the front of Adam C. Wright's car. Front left. It's Nikolai Bogotyrev in front of him. Doesn't seem to be affecting Adam.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh,
I'm going to say,
baby.
I was going to say brilliant save for a second, and I think both of them have stayed out the wall.
That was James Murphy, I believe. I'd like to see that again to see if there was contact or whether that was a netcode incident.
I think that was definitely an incident.
So Andrew's gone down the inside.
There's a cut back there. There's a bit of a door bang there, maybe. And then... oh,
yeah, definitely. And there was a white car very slow there as well.
Yep. That's Jesse Stevens' car.
Yeah.
That looks a bit second-hand at the front now. So what's happened to him here going into
He's locked up. Yeah, carried too much speed in. He's going to get clobbered.
Oh,
yeah.
Gary Craig.
Gary Craig. Yeah. Look what he's done to that paint.
I know. Lovely shade of purple that was.
Okay, you got a crash coming onto the front straight there.
It's Jeremy. Yep,
Kevin
here we go.
There's a big knot of cars here.
Oh, not good. Who's that? He's turned around. Kevin Duell's.
That 11 is Marcus Blitz, but I'm not.
Right.
I think I'm not 100% sure.
Wow. Everything just puckered up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Marcus went round on his own,
right,
or whether he had help there.
On the last lap, Tony Klusterman coming out of the wall.
That's an XPR car. Steve Lavallee. He's going to be there for a while.
Yeah, what's he done?
Sorry, Bill.
No, that's okay. got a little sound issue. I'm having trouble hearing you. I feel like I'm in the engine compartment.
Gary Craig's decided he's going to cheat by just leaving all the panels of his car by the side of the road.
He's only got half a car at the moment. So Bill, sorry, what was you saying about Tony?
A little over a lap ago, coming out of Moss Corner, he got into the back of Wayne Sanderson and spun him, and then he got hit from behind by Jeremy Rogers. Tony let Wayne go, and Jeremy went, but Tony fell back behind. What was that fella's name?
He's behind Nikolai at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, he's behind Nikolai, but he was behind somebody else. But
yeah,
anyway,
we're now watching it.
That's what happened to him. That's why he fell back.
Yeah, he just gave him a nudge.
Tony got turned quite badly, didn't he? Well, it's certainly been an eventful race up to now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've watched 20 laps. It's only
It's
on
all
lap 6.
happening at the moment.
So Adam C. Wright being absolutely hounded by Nikolai Bogotyrev now. And he's on him. Like, whoa, he's going wide because he was too close. Good recovery though. Well done. Oh, maybe not. What a roller coaster. Gary Craig's been done again because he's got
Gary's got
aero
no
at all.
speed at all. He just needs to get to that pit window.
Yeah, he might as well have a barn door attached to the front of that car. If he does pit, he's going to have like an hour of optional repairs. No fast repair or spare car in this one.
No, that's correct.
I see Nicole Foggy has gotten past Corey Preston.
Yeah, that one happened a while ago, Bill.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. He's not getting away though. Corey's in his boot.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it's Adam Wright being overtaken, I think, by Tony Kloosterman.
Yep, went past him like a rocket.
And obviously Tony got past Nikolai when he ran wide.
Yep.
So Tony's trying to make his way back through. Gary Croft has dropped right down the field as well.
Yes, he has. He was quite high at the start.
He was together with Ant Woodward, and now Tony Kloosterman is behind Ant Woodward. So I'm not sure what happened to Gary.
Gary Craig's driving his go-kart as best he can at the minute with lots missing. Whoa, no! Gary Croft did a massive spin at turn 3.
Right, that
managed to
explains that
avoid
one then.
everyone, and then did a bit of ploughing.
Well done, Sam, finding that one for us.
Yeah, spot on. Gary Craig taking the racing line there, but staying on the inside to let people through safely.
Yeah, Gary's slower than usual. Thought I'd get that in for him when he watches it back.
The back end of his car's just uncontrollable, I think.
Well, it hasn't really got a back end, does it?
No,
or a front end.
No.
I think the roof is intact.
At the minute.
And he's in danger here of getting another punt from behind.
Yeah.
I think Jesse will get him cleared now.
We got Tony Kloosterman chasing down Ant Woodward. He's on Mary Andretti straight. Tony's looking inside.
Yeah.
He's trying to get him.
There won't be much of a fight there.
No, and he's a full second a lap faster than Ant. So he's obviously got the sniff of it now.
Ant's not doing too bad. He's plugging along in 7th and 8th place there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ant's been fairly steady, hasn't he? And you've got Tony making his way back through the field and Gary Croft making his way back through the field.
Yeah. It's a very efficient overtake there. And safely done. There's lots of dented bits on Gary Croft's car. That's an unusual paint scheme, isn't it? That's Dean Flavel's.
Yeah, that's is that new? That must be new. We haven't seen that before, have we?
No, definitely not. It's quite smart, actually. Scorpion something or other.
Is it racewear?
Might be.
My eyes are too old to see that when it goes past. Yeah, it's racewear.
Yeah.
So we have also lost Ethan Stuckvish and Steve LaValle.
Yeah, I saw Steve LaValle pound it into the wall just after the pit exit. It did look like a race-ending incident, and he was on his own, I think.
So Nikolai is back on Adam Wright.
Nikolai's car looks the best of all the cars on the racetrack at the minute. He's showing his nose here. That's close. Phew,
I don't like it when that happens.
No. Adam Wright stays in front for now.
Yeah. What is Nikolai going to do about this? He's got a good run there.
No. I think this is a drag up the hill and overtake into the S's, but...
Whoa. Adam had the tail wagging there.
He did, but it wasn't too bad.
There's no real passing opportunity here.
No, but if he gets a good drive out of here, then Nikolai will get a lovely bit of tow going up the hill. Obviously the tow doesn't really kick in until halfway up this hill, because you've got to hit a certain set of revs before you get the benefit, and the tyres are wanting to spin. So you're going to have to go the long way around. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm certainly defending that.
But if he stays in it, he'll get the racing line. No, he's had to back out.
Yeah, I think Adam covered that off quite well.
He did, yeah. Very professional driving from the pair of them. Oh, that's a banged up car. What was that? I didn't know we were at the Motorsport Demolition Derby.
Right, what are we seeing here? James Murphy. That is very beat up. Ooh.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
And then he's vanished. Is that internet?
Definitely looked a bit, yeah.
Very odd.
Hardware, internet.
Maybe. He's in the pits now, I think. Yeah, he's reset to the pits.
Yeah, it's lap 11 right now. Let's see if anybody takes an early dive into the pits.
Yeah, good call, Bill. Yes.
Nice spot. And I think you're right. I think we'll have a queue.
Tony doing?
Come on, Tony, pit early for once. Prove me wrong. Oh dear.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hoffman and Croft.
Yep. What happened here? Oh, right. We've started fishtail and can't control it.
Yeah, Hoffman was out of control there, wasn't he?
That's a shame. Gary Croft now looks like he's been doing some sort of Dakar rally. Or just driven his car through a warehouse full of bricks.
So out the front, Nicole Foggy is leading Corey Preston, and the gap is going between 0.5 of a second and 0.7. They've managed to pull a 2.7 second gap on Aaron Dodd, who is sitting nicely on his own with a 6 second lead over Wayne Sanderson.
Yeah, I don't think these guys are going to want to pit, because if you pit now, you end up in the mess that's behind you. So
that is a consideration, isn't it, on this track? Yeah.
Yeah, you want to stay clear and really don't pit until you come up against the back markers now, on the understanding that the rest of the race behind you is well, there's some words for it. Wrecking yard? I don't know. Nikolai trying again this move. Is he going to manage it? He's on the right side for that, but he's going to be on the wrong side for this next one, so he's going to have to give best. Ooh, Nikolai.
Yeah, they were both loose out of there.
They were. So, yeah, we've had a few people had to go in the pits. I think Gary Craig might have boxed the car to get some sort of repair done. Maybe not.
No, I've not seen him go in the pit yet.
So he flashed in the grey. I think it was when he was passing pit lane.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was that. So, round again we go for Jesse Stevens and Marcus Bletz. Both cars have seen a lot of action.
Kevin Honorato's having a good run up there in 7th.
He certainly is, actually, yeah. And last time I saw his car, it didn't have a load of dents and scratches on it.
So you can see there that Nicole's not getting away from Corey.
No, this is quite an exciting race between these two.
Okay, Gary Craig has pitted.
Okay.
Gary Croft is in the pits.
Yeah, that was he was already in after the incident with Hoffman. I think I'm right in saying this time that Nikolai has pitted. So
yes, I'm seeing him as in.
Yeah, so he's done himself a favour there because he was struggling to get past. I've forgotten who it was now. Adam C. Wright.
So yeah, as long as Nikolai comes out with a little bit of clean air, the undercut should work. It just means he's got to go quite a way on these tyres now.
Yep. Just watching an overtake from Ant Woodward on Kevin Honorato. Very, very lively, that French painted Mustang. Tricolour painted Mustang. Oh, that's a nudge. Oh, and a little apology afterwards.
Tony Kluseman has clawed his way back up to 6th, and he's not wasting any time. He's got the hammer down.
He has. He's turning similar laps to Jeremy Rogers.
So nobody's blinking out front yet with the pit stop.
No, and like I say, it's a risk to pit before the rest of the field have gone in. You're just going to put yourself in the middle of traffic.
It's unusual how 3rd through 6th is kind of spread out.
Yeah, there's a bit of air between all of them. What were you saying, Clyde?
I was just saying it. Sometimes you bite the bullet and go in knowing that you're going to come out in traffic, and by some sort of miracle, you're out in clean air.
Yeah. But the tow doesn't do you any good round here, really, does it? Because it's so many turns.
It doesn't. No, it's just that undercut thing that worries me now. It's so obvious.
Yeah. It's a weird line going into.
Okay, Tony Kluseman's entering the pits.
All right, so he is pitting earlier than a good portion of the field, then, Clyde.
He certainly is. So yeah, lap 15.
Do we consider that to be particularly early, given what we've seen recently?
Well, it's obviously earlier than halfway, which a lot of the time you would say is the ideal time to pit to get the best out of your tyres.
Nice little
nudge there.
Cool. And so, Bill,
just wondering whether this is going to open up the floodgates now.
I think it
Tony's
probably
been
will.
in.
Like Bill just said, who did you say has just gone in? Can't remember.
No, there's nobody else in apart from Tony.
Right.
Tony appeared to Sorry, Pete.
A lot of these cars have got damage, and this is a strength of field race, so iRacing and safety racing on the line now. Are these people going to sit in the pits for their optionals, or are they going to just splash and dash the fuel, get a new set of shoes on, and get racing again?
My guess would be that they will just do the optionals as part of the pit stop, and if there's still some left when the car's off the jacks, they'll go. They won't wait around to finish them off. Adam Wright's in the pits.
Is that what you do, Bill? Where's Bill gone?
Nana nap.
Bill's gone for a nana nap.
Yeah, just having a hard time hearing you guys.
All right.
Something is adjusted wrong, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. So,
okay.
Trying to be quiet.
Fair enough. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to be doing, is it? Did you see that car in the bottom of the screen?
Yeah. So this battle here for the win looks like it's going to carry on for a while. I'm surprised Corey. I'm gonna sound like a broken record. He can't get past Nicole. I don't think he can actually get close enough to try a pass at the moment. But do something different.
Yeah, we might see that happen. I mean, Nicole's stretching his legs beyond him now, isn't he? So.
And our third place runner, Aaron Dodd, is in the pits at this time.
Cool. That's good information. So where will that? Where
Woodward is in?
Yeah.
Quick stop too. He's on his way out.
Well, already?
Yep.
Wow. He's not dropped that far down the field either.
Now he came out in nice clean air too, Pete.
Jane,
yeah. This is a replay from what we saw before. He's doing a handy 600-point turn to get back on the track.
Eventually got it done safely though.
Yep. So well done, Shane. And Woodward rejoining right behind. That looks like Miro's car. No, Marcus's car.
No, that's Marcus Blitz.
Yeah. And we'll soon see if these guys are taking tyres. I can't believe that Aaron Dodd has taken tyres. I just can't.
I don't think so. What do we have, 8 laps to go?
I think he has.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wayne Sanderson's in. Yeah, he's got a pit stop time of 13.6 seconds, so
alright, maybe so then, yeah.
I can't really see anybody not taking tyres.
You don't get much tyre wear around here, believe it or not. The tyres get hot, but they don't wear. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Yeah.
It does make sense. And just looking at the intervals up front, Nicole Foggy's best lap was a 17.05 and his last one was a 17.5. So half a second, battle for the lead here.
Hello. So someone's going to pit here, aren't they? Out of this equation.
Corey must have heard me when I said he can't get close enough. And there you go.
Johnny's pitted the car.
Yeah, or even Nicole.
Oh, yeah. So easy, though, isn't it? XVR cars.
This is a replay of Aaron's pit stop. You can see the car up on the jacks. Whoa.
Wow, that was a big wobble.
Who's that? That's Marcus Blitz, isn't it? Yeah. He's got his name on the back of a car for us.
Yeah. We need all. Well, I need all the help I can get. Apparently, I'm naming people that aren't even in the race.
So, Sam, did Nicole get out in clean air? It certainly looks that way, doesn't it?
There's half a car behind him.
So I think this is going to work in Nicole's favour big time.
It depends what lap he can put on his
Okay,
outlap.
Corey Preston's in the pits.
Yeah, Corey's in.
He's reacted instantly to that.
I'll tell you something, Nikolai Bogatyrev is picking them up and putting them down today.
Yeah.
He is really a dark horse when you think about it.
Yeah.
He has some really good performances, I'll tell you.
He's improved a lot. He was a bit crash-tastic the first time that I raced with him. But his race maturity is immense now.
Oh, he's doing terrific, yeah.
So So we watch to see if Foggy comes past. Corey's off the jacks.
Okay,
There's
Corey's
Foggy.
coming down. Nope, he's gonna.
Well,
Foggy's gonna be ahead of him.
we're going to be back where
Close
we
though.
were.
Look at this. Very
Yeah.
close.
Not a lot in it, was there?
No.
No.
The only thing is, obviously, Nicole's got a lap of heat and pressure in his tyres, so Corey doesn't want to chase him too hard and risk losing the car.
Yep. This track's absolutely unforgiving on brand new tyres for at least a lap and a half, 2 laps. He's not dropping him though.
So Tony Klusterman has made his way back up to 6th. I told you who else is having a good run. Currently in 13th, Miro Hraski.
Yep, he's
quite high up the field.
and so is Jesse Stevens, but I don't know whether Jesse's still got to pit. I'm not aware of what he's done.
Jesse hasn't pitted yet.
Right,
He's probably the only runner that hasn't.
Has Jean-Philippe Chevalier been in?
Yes.
Right, well he's doing fantastically well, and he's taken 12 positions since the start of the race. There he is. It's a relatively untouched car now. And he sets off after Adam Wright, who's, if he had any sponsors on his car, then they'd have been paying good money for this, because he's been in the camera shots a lot for this race.
So we're currently on lap 21 out 38. So still a lot of racing to go. And that is Jesse, I believe, making his pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
So that's everybody has been, everybody that's still running, I believe, has been in. Maybe James Murphy is the only one.
I think Nicole's trying to break Corey Preston at the minute.
Yeah.
You look at both their lap times. I don't know whether you can see that, Bill.
Yeah.
Nicole's done a 1:16.94 and Corey's done a 1:16.97.
Yeah, it appears Nicole's pushing really hard right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what led up to that Corey taking back the lead. Whether Nicole made a mistake which gave Corey a look in, or whether Corey's doing that, I'll sit behind you, I think I'm faster, and at some point I'm going to take you.
I think it was mind games. I think he's done it to say, I can do this. I can get alongside you and I can fight for this lead. He's closing him down now, so he's reduced the gap down to half a second.
Yeah, lapped car in front, which they'll hope behaves accordingly.
Yep.
Just trying to work out who that is.
Watching Nicole and Corey, they sure know the track limits. They use every bit of the track. They're really doing a terrific job.
Yeah, if I did half of what they did, Bill, I'd be in the scenery. They take it right to the track limit and then manage to bring it onto or continue on the racing line. It's just wild.
And as we well know, when you put two wheels off in the grass of one of these puppies, you are gone.
Oh, yeah. Bearing in mind, I have to take photographs of most apexes.
Really?
I don't know what they look like otherwise.
So on board with Corey then, as he chases down Nicole, with Dean Flavel in front of them about to be lapped.
Just let him go.
That was really well done.
Dean.
Let them go.
Yeah, nice effort. Look at the tyres on this car, the Corey Preston screeching round the corner.
He's so patient round that corner.
There's patience into that corner. That's what makes it so lethal. You want to get on the gas so much, and you just got to say, nope, 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 not yet.
Yeah, it seems wrong, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Usually you want to be accelerating through the apex of a corner, and you just kind of can't. So Corey Preston's closed down Nicole Foggy quite handily now. It's still sat at half a second, and I think he'll start to claw that back now.
So Aaron Dodd still sits on his own
Wow,
in
look at that.
third.
Sorry, Clyde.
Oh, excellent.
That was a bit very tasty. Don't know what happened there, but Corey suddenly closed the gap down to like point nothing of a
I
second.
thought he was going to go for it, Pete.
Yeah, I did too. Sorry, go on, Clyde. What were you going to say?
No, I was just saying Aaron Dodd's still in third, but he's in no man's land. He's quite a way behind this battle and quite ahead of the car behind him. Corey just seems better on the brakes.
Yeah, and I don't know whether that'll play into his favour when it gets to the end of the race. Because obviously he's going to charge a load of heat into the front tyres, isn't he? Well, maybe that's good for around here.
Yeah,
This ought to be interesting.
we wouldn't know because we never go this quick.
I don't know what the second half of this lap looks like.
Yeah.
So, in the tow now, up the hill. He's not as close as he was the last time round.
Yeah, it looked like Nicole got out of that corner better.
Yeah. Although, look at him, get him on under braking there. And here, look at that, he's closed the gap immensely.
Yeah, he certainly carries a lot more speed around there, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think there's a bit of setup involved here. The cornering, the high-speed cornering on Corey's car is either vastly superior or Foggy's just saving his tyres. Yeah, there's pretty steady gaps between everybody else. Sorry, Bill.
What a brilliant battle this is. Wow.
And we seem to do that a lot, don't we, in this series? You know, constantly, the best battle is the front two sometimes.
For sure.
They're basically doing the same laps. Even their best laps are matching.
Yeah. Although Wayne Sanderson has the fastest race lap.
All right. Oh, he does, yeah.
I believe Wayne is our unofficial championship leader.
Yep.
Nicole definitely gets out of Moss corner better than Corey does.
Yeah, but watch him close in here. Oh, he didn't do it that time. Maybe he's realised he needs to take care of his tyres still close to
Another lapped car in front of these guys. That'll be Marcus Blitz.
What's the lap limit on this race, Clyde?
The lap limit.
How many laps are they going to do?
38.
38. So 10 to go.
Just whilst we're watching this battle, Nikolai Bogotyrev is doing his best to close down on Ant Woodward.
Well, for some reason on my timing screens, oh no, ignore me. Timing screens betraying me again. Right, this is interesting. They've now come up behind Miro.
Yeah, he's just sent him a message.
Alright. Or is that Marcus? I can never tell the difference between the
Who's
two cars.
Miro?
Miro. Roski.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'm not making up new ones. I've done that once already. That's me done for the race. Here we go. Corey Preston on the outside. It's not brilliant being on that line, although he's sticking it on the black stuff still.
Yeah, that's where he manages to carry a lot of speed. But as you said earlier, Pete, Johnny Brandon's
trying
done
to cross
well there.
over.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
That was.
Yeah, it's
So
on now.
close.
I think if Corey was holding anything back, that's now gone out of the window.
Yes.
Well, if Nicole hasn't been looking in the mirror, he knows Corey's there now.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got another lapper in front. That is... Well, we should know that one. We've seen that paint scheme quite a lot.
Yeah. For some reason, it evades me at the minute.
Is that James Murphy?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Hey, he moved over nicely.
Well
Good
done,
night,
Bill. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, crossed over.
Wow.
And that's the line to take that Nicole was on there. Stick it to the right-hand side and don't let go.
But this is where Corey just carries that
Yeah,
extra
washed
speed,
out
but
on
then
that
he
one.
couldn't do nothing with it, could he?
No, that
Yeah,
wasn't
you
as
can't
good as
hold
the
it.
last. Yeah. Couldn't hold it, like Bill said. Washed out.
Couldn't see much better competition than this.
No, I mean, look at these two as well. Jean-Philippe Chevalier and Adam Wright. Very close together. Alexandru Negu with Marco Lower, I think that is behind him. Is it?
Yeah,
No,
but
that's
he's
not
putting
Marco
pressure on Miro Hasky.
Whoa, he's all over. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
There's another half car in front there.
Yeah, there wasn't much of that one left. It's listing to the left, can you see? Oh, look at the state of it.
It's sinking. It is, isn't it? It's listing.
Yeah. That was hilarious. And these two go at it for another lap. Are we gonna be in for a desperate lunge, do you think, Bill?
Oh, no doubt.
Well, we're about to start lap 30 of 38.
There they go again. Just the sheer control at these speeds is just astonishing, isn't it?
Truly amazing.
It's I don't know if it is actually happening or whether it's in my head, but it's like Corey backs off for a couple of laps, maybe cools his tyres down, then attacks like mad for a couple of laps, then backs off.
I think it's
Yeah, it seems that way.
yeah. And I think some of these guys who drive the car regularly, like those guys do, they know what they have to do in order to get the grip levels, in order to do the overtake. Whereas for someone like me, it's just stay on the track, son, if you can.
Yeah. That's how I got the nickname the Landscaper. I can't stay on the track.
Landscape. That's brilliant.
So just going back to Nikolai again, he's definitely closing the gap on Ant Woodward.
Yeah, he's got about 12 car lengths or something like that to make up. But yeah, he's certainly putting the battle down, isn't he?
He appears to be getting closer to Ant Woodward.
Yeah, the last time I looked, it was 4 seconds. And it's definitely not 4 seconds now.
No.
We're looking at just over a second. This battle continues. As Pete said earlier, Jean-Philippe Chevalier, our biggest mover in the field, up 11 places from his starting position.
He always seems to do well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a plodder, if that's the right.
No, I know what you mean.
You know, he gets good results, but we don't ever talk about him because he does it in stealth mode or something.
Yep.
Yeah, he seems to, instead of go crazy, try to pick off one at a time.
Yeah, so Nikolai is now within a second of Ant Woodward. A little bit sketchy under brakes there, Jean-Philippe. Something going on up the front. So this is Nikolai chasing down Ant Woodward.
And we've got 5 laps to go.
Yeah, I think Corey may have got stuck behind a back marker.
Right. Well, if he has, he's only half a second behind.
Yeah,
He's been further than that.
he was shouting, "Come on, let me go."
Right.
In respect, the back marker was kind of in a bad spot, but he gave him plenty of room, but unfortunately, Corey didn't have a really good line.
Right. And that happens, doesn't it? You can't always be, you know, out of the way and not interfering, because you've got to do your own line as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So next one is Alexandru Nagu.
Hey, one thing, everybody here has been very respectful, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a bit of a door-banging session at the beginning, but often motorsport lends itself to that. I think Corey's having a real pop here now, is he?
Yeah,
we got
Corey's pushing this time. He's looking.
We've got battles going on all over at the moment.
Yeah, I know. This one's a good one as well. Marco Lowett and...
Yeah. So you've got Marco and Miro.
Yeah.
You've got Jean-Philippe and Adam. You've got Nikolai and Ant. You've got Corey and Nicole.
Where'd you look next?
Well, if only we had a decent cameraman.
We'll get one eventually. We'll just live in hope. I think the term is you get what you pay for. And yeah, this looks like a familiar scene.
This battle's not going away.
No.
Not going away.
I wonder how they get those alien antennas under their helmets.
Oh, this battle's not going away either.
No, he's caught him now. I don't think you're going to do it round that way unless he's doing the cut back at the next corner or just trying to stay to the right. He'll have a good drive through here, mind. And Ant's blocked that off. And Nikolai's gone wide as a result, so that's quite good. That's good positional driving from Ant.
I'm not sure you can block for 4 laps.
No, I don't think so either, but he's got to catch him again yet. Meanwhile, in other news...
So Sam is now abusing us on the chat.
Is he? That's us doing our jobs right then.
Yeah. Apparently, racing we do arrive and drive, and commentary we do arrive and comment.
I did some research tonight, so he's wrong, isn't he?
But on the plus side, at least we know what series we're doing.
Yeah. Sam. I thought Nikolai was going to have him then.
Ant Woodward is not an easy driver to pass.
No. He's probably one of the most awkward ones to pass, actually.
The white flag lap?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is lap 36 of 38. Unless my timing screen is terrible again.
I think the leaders have taken the white flag potentially. Sam, do you know that, or can you not tell on this?
2 laps.
These ones?
2 laps.
2 laps. Right. Cheers. Thanks. Oh, that's not the right line.
Whee! That's called getting out of the way.
It is like extreme style. So Nikolai's still sat behind Ant. He needs to get a lot nearer so that he can find an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not convinced he's going to get it done, if I'm honest. He caught him in a hurry, but hasn't really been able to do anything. Same as this battle.
Yep.
I think Adam Wright is just defending, and yeah, it's not going to happen.
Whereas this one, I think, is going to shape up.
Yeah, there's always something going on here, and these guys are now starting the penultimate lap.
Oh, hang on.
Ant's gone wide. Ant's gone wide. Okay, so that was a bit of commentator's curse. Sorry, Ant.
Yeah, I think he was just spinning the car a little bit there as well. That was one of those ones where you get the cold sweat of, oh no, I'm drifting towards the ground.
Yeah.
So Corey's going to have to line his car up nice out of Moss hairpin here. He's tight in. He wants to be like kind of. Oh, that's a good line. That's a good line. On the gas. Stay with him. And Nicole's going to stay nailed to that right hand side either way here. He's caught him in a hurry. There's no way through there. And he's not going to catch him now, I don't think. That's too much of a gap on the last corner. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. That was
We got by him.
What happened there?
I wonder if Nicole ran out of gas.
I can't believe that for a second.
Certainly going. He was going slow. That was the last lap.
Yeah.
Ah. That's
So-
what I thought. I'm showing 30. Yeah, I'm showing starting 39.
Yeah, did need to see that again. I don't know whether Nicole's car coughed or whether it was just that the tail wagging and oops.
He's got a comment. Don't believe it. That's from Nicole Foggy.
Yeah. So,
Corey
finishing ordered so far. So we've got
Yeah.
Corey Preston as the winner, Nicole Foggy second, Aaron Dodds come home third, Wayne Sanderson fourth, Jeremy Rogers in fifth, Tony Klusterman sixth, Nikolai Bogotyrev seventh, and Woodward in eighth.
In ninth, we are expecting.
And there he goes.
And there we are. Kevin Honorato to take that position. Adam C. Wright in 10th. Jean-Philippe Chevalier we're on board with in 11th. And then already crossed the line on the previous lap is Alexandru Negu. In 12th, 13th, Marco Loet. 14th, Marcus Bletz. 15th, Miro Hrasky. Dean Flavel in 16th. Jesse Stevens in 17th. 18th will be Alistair Walker. 19th, Gary Craig. 20th is Gary Croft. 21 is Shane Powell. James Murphy in 22nd. Kevin Duell in 23rd. And then Andrew Hoffman, 24th. 25th, Triple C, Chris Crowder. 26th, Steve LaValle. Ethan Stuckwish and Johan Forey round out the rest of the field.
Could we possibly just see that on board with Nicole Foggy again, Sam? I was trying to listen to the engine, but obviously Pete was rabbiting.
Well, I'm very sorry. I was doing my job.
Listen up. Oh, it coughed.
He's out of fuel.
He's out of fuel. Yeah.
Wow. I was just going to burp as he came around the corner just to annoy you again, but I decided not to because I'm mature.
No, you should have, man.
Yeah. On the last corner.
That's
unbelievable.
I hope he's in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. He is as well.
But there was some fantastic racing there. That was really cracking race. That was, guys.
Certainly was.
So, shall we start some interviews?
Definitely.
Let me get my Discord screen up. Let me get into the right channel. So, we're going to have to bring in Corey Preston first, aren't we?
Who's having him?
This week's winner. Go on, you can have him, Pete.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Corey Preston, welcome to the booth. Please don't swear, you're live.
Oh, yeah?
How did you do that then?
Oh, I've got no idea. All luck. Old mate ran out of fuel.
It's crazy. You were all over him for, well, what I saw was nearly the entire race. What happened at the beginning? Did you let him go, or did he just put a move on you?
I was trying to conserve tyres in the early laps, and once he went for it, I thought, well, I probably won't defend that. Hopefully I'll have a tyre advantage on him later in the stint. But as I quickly found out at about lap 15, you really can't pass around here. You really got to be able to have superior car speed over the other guy. But I was leveling with him, so yeah, my strategy didn't quite work.
Yeah, we were discussing the lack of overtaking opportunities at the beginning, and saying that you've really got to put your car in an awkward position for your competition, which you did it a couple of times, but he kind of answered you back every time, didn't he?
Yeah, just with this tyre and how hard we were driving, just no grip where the racing line, where all the marbles and that are, so offline there's just no grip, so you can't really do a move. I was close to crisscrossing him out of the last corner, but I just couldn't get the power down.
Yeah, I saw you wheel spinning a few times. Brilliant result though. Gift from the gods, you've got to say. Anybody you'd like to have a shout out to at the minute?
Oh yeah, Brad Radu, my team manager, and obviously Nat Rad, our main sponsor.
Cool. Well, Corey Preston, race winner. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time out.
Yeah, thanks, boys.
Flushing is in effect. Okay, Let's bring in Nicole Foggy.
When you get him, just tell him I've got a small can of petrol down here for him.
We promise not to take the mickey too much. Nicole Foggy, welcome to the booth.
Hello.
First question. Do you want to buy some fuel?
Yeah, pay anything.
Just a minor miscalculation there, mate, cost you that race?
Well, I checked the fuel before the race, as I always do. And it said I needed 6.12 gallons. So I put 6.2 in. Well, 6.20, I guess. And so I thought I would be fine. And then I just realized somehow I was below, and I started saving a little bit for the last 5 laps. I still didn't make it. I don't know how. It's crazy how close that was at the end. I couldn't believe it. I felt it coming, but I was hoping it would be close, but it was close in the wrong way.
Yeah, last corner, that's got to be a gutter. But, you got past Corey at the start. Corey was just telling us that his plan was to save a bit of his tyres and get you back later on. But opportunities for overtaking round here are few and far between. He gave you a hell of a battle, didn't he, for the whole race there?
Oh, absolutely. I was speaking to him just before I came in here, and it was a really good battle. Great side by sides, and great sort of strategy. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do, but then I thought it did seem like his tires were a bit better than mine in that first stint towards the end, and then he got alongside me, and so I made sure that I was on the right hand side, so that if it was worth it, and it seemed like it was the best time to go into the pits at that point. I'm already on the right hand side, so that was good. And then the understeer was horrible. I made a bunch of mistakes going into that, that long right hander near the end of the track. So that if he was going to make a move, I think that's where he probably would have made it if I'd made a mistake at the right time.
Okay, so on the chat we've got Old Man O'Connor with a few comments that he's going to tear you a new one. Tell him I want a word, and Foggy, you've got previous. So I think you may be in for some ribbing for the next couple of days.
Oh, for sure. Looking forward to it. I'm used to it.
Well, ultimately it wasn't the win. Your fuel calculation let you down, but you still must be happy with second and, the class of race that you had with Corey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the main sort of thing, isn't it? Having a great race, having great sort of battles in the middle of it, as well as seeing what's going on with the strategy and seeing what works best. And it nearly worked. I would have felt even better, but yeah, still feel great all the same. Such a good battle.
Well, better luck next time, mate. Anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, XVR, Immortal, Virtual Racing Association, and Power Max Racing, and you guys, of course.
Excellent. Well, thanks for that, Nicole. Bad luck, mate, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Cheers, yeah. See you next week. Take it easy.
Okay, do you want Tony Kloosterman next, Pete?
No, we'll have Jeremy.
Okay, go for Jeremy.
Next in the fielding, so... Jeremy, how are you doing?
Doing well, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Welcome to the booth. Please don't swear. You are live. Fifth position. Great result. You finished ahead of Tony Kloosterman, who arguably, given the name of the track, you'd expect to be in the top 5 at least, but you got there before him. Tell us about your race.
Well, you guys didn't see it, but we were having a very Canadian sequence where I was trying to give back the position because I was the reason he got stuck back in 6th to begin with. So apologies to Tony for that. All
right, so you were trying to actually reverse that exchange of position then. Okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so to take you guys through it, I qualified slightly out of position. This is like my fastest track, so my result is a little not real. But the guys behind me are a lot better at racing very aggressively on that first lap than I am, so they just all overtook me on the first lap, and I was kind of just trying to settle in. I did not see Tony tap Wayne, and what you guys would call a concertina. Like I just went straight into Tony and turned him around, and I didn't see that initial contact. So I spent the entire race really annoyed with myself that I took out Tony.
This was at Moss Hairpin, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we did see this on the broadcast, and we saw Tony do a full loop and then get back into the gas. It's very eventful round here, isn't it? Is it one of your favourite tracks?
Yeah, this one's my favorite. It just, I don't know why, but for some reason I've always done real well here.
Yeah, and you've proven that tonight as well. So, before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to have a shout out to, or anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to the group that I usually run with, Sam Devantier, Tommy Toe, and Richard Tam. And also to my girlfriend Monica for putting up with me talking about racing way too much.
Yeah, sympathies to Monica. Right, thanks for that. 5th place, got to be happy with that. Thank you very much, Jeremy Rogers.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Good flush.
Good flush again. I've sussed this now. Right, so last but not least was Tony Kloosterman. And I'll let you talk to him this week, Pete, because I always get Tony.
All right, then, okay.
Good racing there, Corey.
Good evening, Tony Kloosterman. Welcome to the booth. How are you doing?
Hi, Pete. Good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. So 6th place, given the flag of your nationality and the name of the track, I'd have expected you in the top 5. You were obviously very competitive and very racy, and you had a few incidents along the way. Not all of them, well, none of them really, from what I could see, your fault. But tell me how you felt the race went for you.
Not well, actually. I thought I had something for Wayne at the beginning. And then, unfortunately, in Moss, we touched, and I had a look at the replay. It kind of looked like net code, but obviously I was pretty close to him to cause it to happen. And I held off, to just let him gather it up. And unfortunately, Jeremy had no choice but to get into the back of me. And, that was no fault of his, really. He just didn't have any chance to do anything else. So, and then later on, I had damage. So 30 seconds worth of repairs, and it slowed me down a little bit, but 6 is as good as I could hope for, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even then, even with your damage, you closed down Ant pretty quick. Then you got onto, well, you got Nikolai before that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you started closing down the top 5. I think with a few more laps, you'd have probably got there. You'd have probably wanted to have been at the last corner on the back bumper of Nicole Foggy, because Corey Preston was happy about being there.
So I heard.
So we're all having a whip round for Nicole, so that he can afford enough fuel for next time. Are you throwing any money in, or are you just gonna let him run out?
Absolutely, yeah.
So 6th place. Seriously, it's a good result given the caliber of drivers in that field. Anybody you'd like to shout out to or thank?
Yeah, our team, Gary Croft. I know Gary didn't have a great event this time, but he put together a set very quickly yesterday, and it seemed to suit me anyways. Simability and Race Tech for sponsoring our main series. You guys for doing the broadcast, Backfire Sport TV. I get that right. And it's a mouthful. Anyways, yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tony Kloosterman.
Take care.
I honestly thought you was going to say thank you, Mush, then. Right, Bill. Now that the engine noise has died and you can hear us, sum up that race for us.
I'll be glad to. My earlier comments about Canadian tire motor, whatever Mosport I know it by, wasn't very favorable. But I have to tell you, it really gave us a good race tonight. Even though it was spread out, had battles all over the place, except for 3 through 6, they kind of got spread out, unfortunately. But a lot of little battles here and there with Nikolai and Ant, and up in the front. You're not going to find any better racing than that. That was just unbelievable and very exciting. And I wouldn't mind seeing these guys come back here again. They put on a hell of a show, and I was glad I was here to see it. Take her away.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you, Bill, and we're obviously glad that you was here to witness it. Pete, what was your views on the race?
It lined itself up to be a door banger and a track where it's a struggle to overtake. People know that going into it. It's a slippy track, and it lived up to all its expectations. It gave us some brilliant racing, some fantastic paired-off competition. The drag up the hill was just the place to be at every point on every lap. Great to have Bill back in the booth with us, and an absolute hoot. I mean, we do need to have a whip round for Nickel. We can't have that again.
Yeah. So yeah, from me, the race had everything. I think the first 4 or 5 laps, it was just a train of 20 odd V8 supercars. We had the 2 breaking away at the front. Then we had a few gaps, but somewhere in the field at all times there was a battle. And we see in those last few laps, it was difficult to know where to look because there was so much going on. So that's all you want from a race. And then just to top it all off, we're taking the mickey a bit out of Nicole and his dodgy Scottish calculator, but it all adds to the excitement when something like that happens. We know how fast Nicole is. We're learning how fast Corey is. A few comments in the chat saying how well Corey's getting on in Scops. So he is a quick driver, but ultimately it was a miscalculation on fuel from Nicole that gave Corey the win. Not sure. Well, I am sure he didn't really have anything for Nicole until that happened. So absolutely fantastic race. 4 weeks in. We've still got 9 to go, so it's looking good. We are back next Wednesday with the BSTV GT4 TCR League. If you haven't watched that before, tune in. It's fantastic. We get some brilliant driving on there. And then we will be back again, same time, same place next week with week 5 of this series. So it's just up to me to say thanks to Pete, Bill and Sam for joining me tonight. Thanks to the drivers for making it such a fun race. And thanks to everybody that's watching. I've been Clyde Whiting, and it's good night from me.
And it's good night from me.
And guys, thanks for welcoming me back. It's a pleasure to be here, and good night, everybody. Hope to see you next week.
And good night.